Welcome to Rangers Radio on the Matchday show, the world's one and only unique live phone-in show for Rangers supporters all over the world. Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Hello there, good afternoon to Rangers Radio. It's Matchday against Hibs, quarter-final of the Scottish Cup. I'm joined by Albert today. How are you, pal?
I'm great, mate. How's yourself?
Looking forward to the game today. I believe you have the team there, pal, if listeners are joining us.
I certainly have, mate. The team is Butland, Tavernier, Goldstein, Suter, Redvan, Lundstrom, Diamande, Lawrence, Sterling, Silva and Dessa. Substitutes: McCory, Matondo, Roof, Davis, Balogun, Barisic, Raskin, McCausland, McKinnon.
What's your initial thoughts on this? What's your initial thoughts on that?
It's the basic team. It's basically the team that played against Benfica.
Yep.
I'm quite happy. I mean, it's what's available. It's just one of the things. It's we can't. There's nobody else to put in. This is the team at the moment.
Aye.
Sorry,
mate,
go for it.
No, I was just going to say, you're right. It is basically the exact same team as what we played against Benfica. I was on the Friday show there with Ox, and I gave my thoughts on the team. I heard yourselves post after the Benfica game, and there was a lot of the players looked tired. I thought they might have been rested for today, but as Ox said the other night, it's basically 3 games. He's asking for them to go to the well, I think, and just see what we've got, and hopefully we get the wins. What's your thoughts?
I mean, we've no choice, basically. No, I mean, he's got to ask them. But they did look a bit leggy. That's my big concern today. But not so much for the start of the game, which you need to start fast anyway. So we need to, don't forget that one. But it's more about the hour mark, 70 minutes you're worrying about. So you're hoping for the guys on the bench are ready, up and ready. I'm surprised that Jack's not on the bench. That's the only surprise I've got about the subs. But well, I really shouldn't have. He played his 10 minutes, didn't he? So usually after about 2 months after that, didn't he?
The last time he played 10 minutes for Scotland, we never seen him for 2 months. So I hope that's not the case.
That's his 10 minutes. Had his 10 minutes. Got his bonus up. That'll do me for the summer. But anyway, apart from him, so we need these guys to be ready to come on and take up the cause, as it were. Because these boys will tire. There's no doubt about that.
Well, it's going to be a physical game. Hibs are going to be up for it, aren't you? It's a cup tie. It's a one-off. They'll see an opportunity to progress, as we will. But it's up to our players to show the right endeavour and attitude, application, everything that come once instilled in the team. As I said, I thought we might have seen Balogun. I thought we might have refreshed our midfield with Lundstrom in particular. But obviously, the guys they've made a good recovery and gave Clements asked the questions of the players, and they've all said, "Aye, boss, I'm up for this." So I suppose that is a good thing.
It's a midfield. I mean, the defence is defence. I think they could last, but it's the midfield. It's Lundstrom, Diamande and Lawrence. Definitely, that's the 3 that you're saying to yourself. They played a hell of a lot. Diamande's just in the door, but they've still played in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Played a lot of football, mate. Diamande's this is him just starting back, and Lawrence is coming back for fitness, and Lundstrom's played all the way through. So there's a lot of football being played in that midfield with these players. So you're looking for Raskin to come on and actually do a shift. I was actually hoping that Jack was on the bench so he could come on and do a shift as well. Something similar to done in Lisbon.
Yep.
But they're not there. We've got what we've got, so we need to go. I mean, that's what I like about Clement. You've got what you got, you go on, mate. No excuses, mate. It's there. The game's there to be won, so let's go and win it.
Absolutely, mate. Anyway, this is a pre-match show. We would love to hear from the callers. So let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Thanks for that, Fox. Aye, as the jingle suggests, let's hear from you. Let's gauge your thoughts. The season's going and the game ahead today. I mean, Hibs will be a test. Even though I don't know if you heard Clement's presser after match Benfica, he kind of raised eyebrows about some of Nick Montgomery's comments. Apparently, that he thought that Hibs were a better team the last time we played them, even though the scoreline was Hibs 0, Rangers 3. And in Clement's debut game, it was Rangers 4, Hibs 0. So we beat them 7-0 there, the two games we played, but apparently their manager thinks they're better than us. So that's motivation for a dressing room, if ever you heard it, Albert.
Oh, I never heard that, but is he serious? Watching the same game I was watching. Don't get me wrong, they had a chance that Big Butland pulled off an absolutely outstanding save. That's to be expected in every game. That doesn't make you the better team, no. I mean, but well, that's what he thinks. That's what he thinks. Well, we'll need to prove that statement wrong.
I had a wee chuckle at it myself because obviously he kind of touched it, and he's basically the raised eyebrow. Oh, really? Is that what he thinks? Right. Okay. He's basically turning into his own dressing room and saying, "Come on, boys. These boys think they're better than us. Let's put them back in our box." So it's up to the players that he's got at his disposal to show the right character, the right mentality, and be up for this, because you know yourself, pal, the first 10, 15 minutes can be vital. And again, like this, their crowd will be behind them. But, what's your own thoughts?
Definitely. Well, just a quick question. Any idea with the incompetent clown with a whistle today?
No, I've no looked. See you. I did.
We'll find out. We'll get there. We'll find out.
Aye.
But it's just there to be won, mate. That's the way you go to look at it. I've said before, no matter what gets put in front of us, we just go on with it. He's got his Clement's got his in the mindset. It doesn't matter what's in front of you. You just go to overcome it. So we proved that on Thursday night. Sorry. I mean, that was a big ask. And with the injuries we've got and the amount of minutes all these players are putting in, and they went out there and done it. Okay, they did look leggy, but they still go at the result. No, I mean, that's all we kept saying. Just bring it back to Ibrox. Just bring it and give the crowd something to roar about. And that's what they did. And it was a brilliant result. So there's nothing to say we can't go and win this game today, mate. Nothing at all.
Yeah, I agree with you, pal. Got to give the Rangers ladies commendable win the day against the same opponents. Hibs ladies, their quarter-final match in the Scottish Cup, they actually won 6-2, so well done, ladies, and best of luck in the semi. Just reading the scoreline, 2 each at half-time they were, and a comprehensive 4-0 victory in the second half to put them 6-2 into the semi-final. So well done, ladies, there. Hopefully the gents can follow it up.
Aye, well, that'd be a lovely result. That would be nice. That would be nice, mate. But it's well done to them. Well done to them because they're starting to get a bit of competition now within that women's league. I don't understand that women's league there enough, but they're definitely getting a bit of competition with teams round about them. But well done to them.
I was, as Brendan Rodgers would say, good girls. He's a clown. Another clown, aye. But anyway, Hibs have actually got a wee bit of form coming into this game themselves. No great form, but a wee bit of form. They're unbeaten in their last 5. We're unbeaten in our last 6 away matches. You know, so it should make for a good contest, shall we say. But as I say, it's all about us. It's all about how we approach the game, and the players taking responsibility for their roles. A nice early goal was definitely settled in theirs. Young Yilmaz scored the last time we were at Easter Road with Cantwell and Dessers following him up. So we had a really good performance that night. Hopefully we emulate that, Albury.
Absolutely, mate. That's what I'm hoping for. It's a cup tie, remember. I think it'll be back and forward all day. What cup tie should be like. No, I mean, it shouldn't be a low block today. I wouldn't imagine they'll do a low block today, and that might just play into our hands. Especially if Matondo's a wee bit fit. You know what I mean? He's on the bench. I know he's on the bench, but if we can just sucker them up the park a bit and get him out of the park, he will exploit them. So I'm looking forward to it. I must say, I'm looking forward to it. A good cup tie. Let's get into them and let's just show them what we're all about. That's what I'm saying. That's what I will say about you go away to these Edinburgh clubs, especially because they're always got this chip in their shoulder. But so I still can't get over that comment of a better team. That's still ringing about in my head, man. That's madness. That's just madness. But anyway, that's what the guy thinks. He's paid to talk that nonsense. Well, carry on. We talk nonsense, but we don't get paid for it. So,
well, maybe you don't, but I'm on double time, maybe.
Oh, yeah. It was double or nothing.
The same as what you win when you playing a Southside Super 6.
Aye, well, he's away to Edinburgh today. There's posted up. You see it? Yeah, there you're there.
Right. Stephen McLean, the match referee for today, with assistants David Room and Jonathan Bell. We've got Chris Graham, has been handed the fourth official duty, with Stevie Kirtland and Daniel McFarlane in the VAR. So thanks for that, take you boys. But this is a phone-in show. Can you give us a bell, anybody that's interested in speaking about the team, guys?
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
So the same teams pick for Benfica, but we don't see a change of a formation or that then, Albury, with your usual 4-2-3-1.
Aye, I think it will be, mate. I think it will be. I don't see any reason for changing up, to be honest with you. But again, it'll be done to us. It'll be done to us. If we can go up for it, and no doubt we did against Motherwell, slow starting. It doesn't suit any team that slow start. As one of the famous managers says, you start fast, you can slow down, but don't start slow because it gets very difficult to speed up. But I think the day. I think he'll just go for it today. I think he's like, it's a cup tie, let's just go for it. Let's just go straight to it. No messing about, just go straight to it. And I'm hoping Dessers and Silva have got their shooting boots on. Am I right in thinking like that Cantwell get injured in the last Hibs game? Was it that game he got injured, wasn't
it? Was it another Johnson game? Where he came up? I think it. He's going to be a miss in our team, right enough. See that he scored against Hibs there. The last Dessers has actually scored the last twice against Hibs, so that's maybe a good omen for the day. Anybody that fancies him as a first goal scorer, maybe stick a wee £5 on it, but I don't know whether that'll be a good thing or no.
Nice one, Cyril. Let's have another one, or two or three. But Cantwell is a miss. Nobody's been speaking that much about him when he's not been in the team. You know what I mean? Because the team have been doing well. But he is a miss. We need to get him back. We need to get what do you call him? Big Seamer back. I'm reading that he's training and should be ready sooner rather than later. I don't know about that. I don't know. I've not seen him training or anything like that, but hopefully we get him back because he'd be a big asset if we get him back. And Cantwell.
Definitely. I know you're right there. He's been a big miss for us. His goal scoring and his assists, he has been a big miss. As well, Cortez, Matondo, guys of that ilk. It just seems to be that forward area. But having said that, I thought Lawrence played really well the other night. I thought Sterling and Diamondi were very good, and Silva looked to be coming on to his game as well. So we have got assets up there, a threat to the Hibs defence.
Aye, Lawrence is a superb player, mate. I really like him. Clever player. He's a fantastic player. And I thought when Thursday night he played particularly well as well. He just knows where to be. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the players that he takes the ball in the right position. He always looks if he's got tons of time on the ball. It's a sign of a good player. And then he took that goal on Thursday night very well. Just wee late run into the box, but Diamondi done brilliant, absolutely brilliant to pick him up, man. It was a lovely pick out, and thank God he done that and showed some of the wingers how to do that, because I'm sick of them getting to the bile and just try to smash it across the box. You're going to try and pick somebody out, wee bit of skill, a wee bit of finesse. So he showed them the way to do it, and it was a great goal, an absolute great goal. But he'll be a big influence today, big influence today, especially in the creative side of it.
Yeah. Anyway, up there, I believe we're joined with our first caller this afternoon. It's all the way from America, James from Tennessee.
Hello, can you hear me okay, guys?
Yeah, afternoon, James, loud and clear.
Yeah. Congratulations, Alex. You've done really well in Rangers Radio, moving up through the system. One of the top presenters.
I don't know about that, but
No, seriously, you've done really good. You're on the top.
Oh, thank you.
And how's Old Bear?
I'm smashing, James. How are you?
Good. How's the wife doing?
She's great. In fact, she's just started a 2 or 3 week holiday on us, so I've got her in the house for 2 weeks. Oh, it's nice for you because you're not in the house ways, but I'm in the house, so you know what I'm saying.
Good. I just want to make a point. I think it's good he's went for the same team, because this is a game we must win. And I think it's good forward thinking to have the same team to Drew and Benfica, because it's a strong side. And I think they work well together, Dessers and Silva. Dessers didn't have a great game in Benfica, but he did run around a lot. He does a lot like me when I play football, run around but don't get the ball. But I think he's a great manager, Philip. Come on, he's really good, and I think it's a good thing to do with the team. So would you agree with that, to have the same team, so people can't say he brought in the other players, and if they have a problem? I think that's a good tactic.
Albert?
I think, to be honest, James, see with the full squad fit, that wouldn't have been the team today. Even though that might have been the team at Benfica, even if the full squad was fit, I think he would have rotated. The fact of the matter is, we're backed into a corner, mate. There isn't anybody else really that we can actually put into the team. So I think that's why he's went. It might be tactical. You might be right, mate. You might have seen something or know something that we don't know, which is probably true, because he's with them all the time. But me personally, I don't think that would have been a team with all his players available. It wouldn't have made sense to play them on Benfica in a hard game like that. Hard running game as well. You know what I mean? You played a lot of the game without the ball, and you know yourself, James, and you're not got the ball and you're just chasing. It's a tiresome game. But the team's a team, and that's his team. And I honestly don't think we'll get any choice in the matter.
Would you think, Alex?
No, listen, I think there was a lot of Labour performances. That's Benfica, there was a lot of chasing that they had to do. And I just thought today was a wee bit of an opportunity to bring the likes of Balogun in there. I was hoping that Jack would possibly start, possibly even young Raskin. But I don't have an issue if all the players have put their hand up and willing to go another 90 minutes for the cause of the team, then that's showing good attitude for their teammates as well as the manager to where we want to be. So what's your own thoughts, James?
Well, I think with Balogun, like if you play a player with a mask, you know people don't use the corner of their eye and maybe somebody would run from an offside position on, and with a mask, it's difficult. It could lose a couple of goals with that. So I think the mask might have been a problem. I think that's the smart way to keep. It's difficult wearing a mask, I would think. But I also think as well, he's doing this so he can get the other players back in fitness. He's buying time in this game. That's why I think he knows he's got to win it, but he's buying time, because if we win this, we'll get the other players back, and then he can rotate. And I agree with it.
Yeah.
Albert saying that he's backed into a corner. He has to play this team to win.
Yeah. Good point there, James. But we've been joined with another caller. I believe Dalmarnock's come in to give us his thoughts. How you doing, pal?
All right, lads. Good afternoon. Afternoon, Bears.
How you doing, pal?
A good, strong team. I think Macy's were thinking about rotation, but he's obviously got in his head, get out there and win that game. Then we'll rotate, which is a good way to go as well. I mean, there's 2 ways to go with rotation, isn't there? And he's like, right, let's get into Hampden, win this game. We're in Hampden, and we're on track for the treble, and that's got to be the aim in it. So a brilliant, strong team. It should be enough to take care of Hibs. Just need to again keep the back door shut.
I agree with that, pal. Listen, I've been saying I'm going to have a stab at it. Albert bottled it, shall we say? So I'm going to have a wee stab at this Hibs lineup. They've got Marshall in goals, Fish, Boyle, Newell, Cadden, Mizian, Emilino, Obita, Triantis, Moria Welsh, and Rocky. So that doesn't mean a lot to us, right enough, because we don't watch them too much. But I just thought I would put that out there in case anybody's interested in their team. I'm surprised the likes of Martin Boyle isn't playing with them. Venti has been one of the, unless the guys are injured, but they'll fancy it. They'll be their usual. They'll throw a physical kind of element to the game and hoping to kind of scare us a wee bit. But your guys are got more in their locker, I would assume, to kind of cope with that. So what do you think of that then? It'll be a 4-1 for Hibs. They usually line up, so we see what the sort of threat they bring.
I don't care what they line up, mate. I don't read other teams. I read the Rangers team. That's what I'm interested in. But they'll be physical. They're always physical. But it's a Scottish Cup tie. Remember, it's a do or die for the team, for both the teams. By the way, do or die. So I think it'll be physical. I think it'll be hairy Mary stuff. No, I mean, I think the whole game will be back and forth the whole game. And I'm not quite sure how their part fared up the last time. I think it was okay. Might be wrong with that, but you'll correct me if I'm wrong with that. So it's all down to that and the daft officials, whatever they got up to. Is VAR will be working today, won't it?
Yes, VAR's in play. Watching their game briefly in the background earlier, and there was a few VAR decisions to confirm on onside or no. So you're a wee bit more cultured there, James. A wee bit more thoughtful than Albert about their opposition. What you make of the Hibs kind of team and a wee bit of the resurgence under Nick Montgomery? And would you make his comments? I don't know if you heard them.
Yeah, well, I think Rangers were far but the better side. But he's got to build up. It's like he's got to say things some managers and some managers won't. I think that there's always seems to be a team in the player in every team that seems to be very physical. And Newell's a bit of a dirty player as well, who gets away with lots of things. He seems to leave the boot in when he was playing against Cantwell, I noticed. And I don't know too many of the players. I know Fish, he's Man United or something. But our goalkeeper is much better than their goalkeeper. And that's the difference. Our goalkeeper is a really good goalkeeper. And he'll save us at any points. And that's having a good goalkeeper is the mainstay of the team. But Goldson's need to work on his heading and communication. I mean, if he would have looked around, could he have not looked around and said, there's not even one Benfica player there, why would I go to head the ball away? Anyway, yeah, but this is it. But yeah, they're good team. They'll give us a game and they'll come out, and that's what we need.
Aye, you're right.
I'll just say one thing. Like, if Southgate's any sense, he'll take Golston and Butland with him, because Golston's put 2 past Butland this season. You know what I mean? So I would play Golston at centre forward for that moment. But, there you go.
Aye, Golston's made a threat in our box than he is in the opposition, Tom Arnold.
Sad but true. You know what I mean? Sad but true. But there we go. It's good to see Matondo on the bench. I thought Cantwell might have made it back, but I take it he's still a couple of games away. I think he'll be making the bench after this game.
Well, hope so, pal. I'm the same thoughts as yourself.
I'd like to see Matondo.
I'm hoping to see 3 or 4 of them back. To be honest with you, mate. We need them all back. So the 3 or 4 we can get, we'll not get Danilo back. We probably won't get Cortez back. But all the rest of them should be at some point fit and ready to play. And we need them sooner rather than later. So it's down to the medical staff. If we're going to win things this season, or win something this season, but the remainder of the competitions, our medical staff are going to play their part. They've got to come to the party as well as all us and all the team and Clement and all his staff. They've got to come in and start producing and getting some of these players fit and ready for selection.
As we were all going on about the doctor, Dr. Waller coming back, and we were all excited about it and all that. Then and Clement's come in and went, "You're not even using the cryo chamber." I don't know that many people knew we had one until Clement mentioned that. But you're saying, what was Dr. Waller thinking about? This kit there, probably expensive kit there that wasn't getting used for rehab. But there we go. But get to win these next 3 games and get to this international break. Then hopefully we've got a right strong squad for this run in. Take these 4 trophies.
I think Michael Beale had actually told the players it was a TARDIS. Lammers used it and they ended up in Holland.
Don't go in it. Don't get back out it.
Have any ever been in the cryo chamber?
No.
My bedroom's a cry chamber. I greet in there all the time.
Well, my son,
you, James.
Yeah. My son works in Restore Wellness in Tennessee, and he's the manager there. And I've been in the car, and it's freezing. It's really cold, and you can only stay in for about 3 minutes, and it's really good, and it helps the circulation. And they should be using that and all the things that even wellness, like IV treatments and so forth. And there's other things you can get. But it's really good, actually. But just to make a point about Denver phoned in about Paramount. I use Paramount as well, and I never missed any of the last game. So the reception in Colorado is not as good as Tennessee, Denver.
I'm sure he'll take that on board, James. But listen, as I mentioned earlier, Rangers' last 5 matches against Hibs. I'll give you the score lines, guys. I mean, you tell me whether they're competitive or not. We've beat them 3-0. We've beat them 4-0. We've beat them 3-1 in Easter Road. We've beat them 4-1 in Easter Road, and we've beat them 3-2 at Ibrox. You know what I mean? Where's their manager's thoughts that they're the better team? Put that to yourself there, Dermot.
He's been smoking the candy, hasn't he? He's been bumming that. He's been bumming that smack, you know what I mean? And coming to that nonsense. But it's just a soundbite, isn't it? It's just a soundbite for us to bite. And we'll use it. Clement will use it. And we'll get hopefully scalp my day again. Just put it beyond them the first half, and then get our changes and all eyes on Thursday. As I say, it's a big match. Won this, and we're in Hampden semi-final, so it's massive. And we're at the business end of the season, and players need to perform. And I think he has asked them, right, the next 2 games go to the well. These 2 big matches, then might see the rotation for the last game.
Dundee.
Dundee.
You're right there, Dermot. Albert, we can't afford to look beyond this game today. You know, we can't afford that to take our eye off the ball, so to speak, because we've seen what happened with Motherwell. Potentially, that was the back of the players' minds that we're looking forward to our trip to Benfica, and we came unstuck. I mean, Motherwell deserved their win. I thought on the day they wanted it more. We can't afford that sort of attitude application at the players today. What's your thoughts, Albert?
Oh, well, if that was the case, and I'm not sure it was, but if it was the case, they get a total lesson. If you take your foot off the accelerator and you become the least bit complacent, you're going to get humped. You're going to get beat. So Clement will ram that home to them. I mean, that's the first real bump he's really had in the league. So he's well like that right there. Yeah, it's well, apart from the getting beat with a mob, but he's probably looked at them and went, "That's what can happen. Now we need to settle down." So there's no excuses now. We're tired or not. We can't have any excuses like that. Or he's not quite fit and all that. He doesn't put up with any of that. He just gets on with it. He just, and he's trying to drill it into the team. Don't listen to outside noise. Just play your game. Focus on the game. And if there's changes need to be made, and I need to take you out of the team for whatever reason, I'll do it. I'll take care of you. I'll do it. But you just concentrate on the game. And it's one game at a time, guys. I was listening the other night there, and I heard somebody going on about, we do this and we do that. We beat Dundee and we do that and we do this. And I'm going, wait a minute. You've got Hibs. You've got Hibs to play. Just let's go on with Hibs. Don't look any further than Hibs. Hibs, that's what we're playing the day, and we need to win it the day. And if we're off no focus, and how do you expect the players to go? The crowd have got us at Hampden, the crowd have got us winning the league, the crowd has got us at Dublin. Well, we're nowhere near any of this shit. We've still got to play each game as it comes, and that's what he's trying to get through to the team. I think we all need to take a lesson for that and all. Just Hibs first. Just go on with Hibs. Yeah. What comes after that comes after that.
You're right, James. The manager's message is simple and clear to the players, one game at a time.
Yeah, but look what happened to the Ross County manager who actually told the truth about Scottish football, saying it was rubbish. He didn't last long, and you can't do that. Because if you had to say, we're playing Hibs there, we'll really beat them, that gets the other teams mad. And it's like players as well, when you're even playing a game. I remember, I've told you this before, I played a tournament in Washington State, and I was playing on the wing, and the goalkeeper said, "Watch him, me." And he said, he's more or less rubbish. And that got me annoyed. I never played that great right enough. But at the end of the game, he came to shake my hand, the player, and said I wasn't good, and I pushed him away. I said, "You're showing disrespect." No.
That was actually me, James. James, that was actually me.
You never the good game. The guy was telling the truth. You never the good game. Yes, who'd have thought, James? Scotland don't like the truth. Who'd ever thought that Scotland don't like the truth? We're SFA and SPFL. They don't like the truth. That's a new one.
I didn't know you're a goalkeeper, Marnik.
What did you say?
I didn't know you were a goalkeeper. No, it was a centre back.
Centre forward.
Listen, guys, the results of the last couple of ties there, the quarter-final so far, we've got Aberdeen in the pot, we've got Celtic in the pot. We're obviously hoping to win the pot today, and you're probably expecting Hearts to be in there. It's a pretty good last four if we can be in that pot along with them. Your thoughts, still, Mark?
As I don't even know when the semi-finals are, but we need to get there first, don't we? There's a game of 90 minutes in front of us, hopefully. So you get it won in the first half and do some change in the second half, and let's get to Hampden. We need to make sure we start strong, because they'll look at the Motherwell game and say, they never liked that. Motherwell came out and kind of knocked us off our stride. But the players need to focus on today. Forget Thursday. Forget semi-final. Hopefully he's went through them after the Motherwell, because I honestly think they did. They were looking at Europe. You can see why professional players would do that. It's a big game, and I think professional players will probably look at Europe more than our league. It is a bigger thing to win. But for us fans, it's the league, especially this season, and the money that comes with it. But I suppose that's a bit short-sightedness to the players because it's the Champions League the following year.
Yep.
If we get this league.
I'm the opposite. I'm opposite. I think it's long-sighted. I think it's playing the long game. Want to win the league this year and put all your efforts into the league. I really do, because if you win the league, which we will do, and we get that money, it sets the club back up again. You know what I mean? It puts us on a different transfer basis. It's not going to be the same as Liverpool and Man City or anything like that, but it puts us up to a level of player that's maybe one and a half, maybe 2 steps higher than ones we'll go to the moment. In certain positions, that is. I'm not saying they're all. I'm just saying certain positions. So that's a long game. Bring them in, younger, hungrier, better quality, sell them on, more money, and so that starts the. Let's hope it's perpetual motion. That just starts the club really, really building, and the football department really working towards these 4 pillars that Bennett was kept going on about. So it's all part and parcel. But I think winning the league. And no forsaking all the rest of it. I'm not saying that at all, but winning the league's really, really important for us this year. Really important.
Yeah. James, your thoughts?
I agree with Albert, but I think we've got to try and send a message to the other team and Scottish football. We're back. And James Tavernier will be a great legend if we win the treble. Think of that. Him winning the treble, what a feat it would be, and he would be a true legend, and that's what I would go for. Win everything. That's what I think.
Is that Captain James Henry Tavernier, as Robert Burrow would say? Dalmar, what's your thoughts on Tav?
That's one of my middle names, actually, Henry. There we go.
Albert's got Henry and Albert's. It's Henry the Hoover.
One of my middle names Tavernier. One of my middle names is Tavernier.
Albert in his cryo chamber because his wife tanked the warm homes payment.
Tell me. I laughed at James saying it's in there, it's freezing, and you're only allowed in 3 minutes. 3 minutes freezing in Glasgow because of summer.
He's kind of chuckling at that as well, James, when you said it's freezing in there. Jeez, it's shorts and t-shirt weather here today. It's 8 degrees.
We've got the biggest cryo chamber in the world. It's called Scotland.
Guys, I see the Hibs lineup. Martin Boyle's in there. He's been a thorn in our side in the previous games, James. Hopefully we keep him at bay, but he is a threat. He's pace to get in behind. Physically, there's a couple of guys in the Hibs team that could also cause us problems with Golson and Suter. We've seen the last couple of games, well, particularly the Motherwell game last week. We need to be on the ball, as the man said there earlier. Keep the back door shut and hopefully penetrate them when we've got our chances in.
Well, I see Tavernier's playing a lot deeper now. Like you said, like Philip said to Tavernier, you're going to be more of a defender, and that's what he's doing. He's actually playing quite well, Tavernier. I like him. Make sure he doesn't go right up and his position's exposed. And I think he's doing well, actually. We just need to hold players up. Don't dive in. Just keep the back four solid, etc. And with Martin, well, we know what they're like. They'll know they'll try to get us on the break and things like that. But Diamondi's a really good engine in him, by the way. He looks really good.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with Diamondi, Albert. But we've got options on the bench in case we need to change it. I think the medical team will need to keep their eye on the GPS system for Lundstrom running low and others. And hopefully we don't need to use them too early, but we've got the likes of Roof on the bench here, Matondo, McCausland, Young McKinnon, Raskin. We've got options on the bench here if need be. So let's see where we go for there, Albert.
Aye, it's. I don't believe the fitness brigade with their running nonsense in their red zones and crap like that. I don't believe any of that, because if that was the case, what is Tavernier, Golson and Lundstrom? What amount of football they have played? Come on. We can't play other players because they're getting near the red zone, but they three can play every single game, every single minute. Something's not right somewhere, know what I mean? But anyway, but we've got people on the bench. It's not the strongest bench, we've got to admit that. But I will definitely get people on the bench who can go on. It depends, right enough. If Dimonde starts tying or Lundstrom, we're asking him to do that. But if Lawrence and all that, which he will do, tires, there's nobody on the bench that's coming in to take his place, really. Maybe we McCausland in there, but is he experienced enough to take that position? I don't know. But hopefully we don't need him. I just want to ask you, I don't know if Damarnock knows it. Damarnock, what's the format of this today? About it finishes a draw at 90 minutes?
I'm sure it'll go into extra time, Sheila. I'm not too sure, actually. I'd like to think it's going to go into extra time and it gets finished.
I think it's played to a finish today, guys. I think you're right, Damarnock. Aye. It'll go to penalties if it's a draw after. So hopefully we want to finish this game in 90 minutes. We can't afford to be playing much more with the games coming up. But no, it's a thought for the viewers at home to kind of process. But Sterling has really come to town this year, I would say, James. Coming into the team, he was basically an outsider at the start of the season. But he's had a fair impact, and I'm really impressed with Lawrence as well, James. What's your thoughts on them?
Yeah, well, Lawrence is a very intelligent player, and he can shoot. They're doing more shooting now than they've ever done the last. I used to complain for years about them not shooting, and that's how you do. If you get 30 shots, at least one's going to go in. I don't know why they didn't do that years ago. And the other guy is very athletic, and he's strong, and he can get him down the field. He's a great player. I think he could go for 20 million if he keeps going. I think he's a good player. In fact, I would have him in the team every week. But I think Clement, when he first came in, looked at Goldson and Tavernier and said, well, I really need them to get us going, because I think he would have dropped him. It might have caused a few issues with the other members of the team, because players, these guys have been there a long time, and maybe they're the backbone of the team. You've got to do what they say. Do you know what I mean? It's all politics sometimes. But yeah, they're good players.
Yeah, good. Any predictions of that today, Doma? I'm not sure whether you do any, or James Albert, but as I said, Dessers has scored against Hibs his last two games. Do you see the big man being on the score sheet today and keep some punters off his back?
Well, he's got to get more chances, isn't he? They did during the week. I think it is probably the right call to play him, because we want. I think Roof's more important for Thursday, but get Roof on late on the game. I hope for Big Dessers maybe gets a double today. Happy with that first half. And Lawrence, he scored the last two games, and before that, Diomande scored the last two games before that, wasn't it? So there's good striking options there, good goal scorers throughout the team. And hopefully Dessers, as I say, takes his chances. He will get his chances. He just needs to bury them. He can't take 1 out of 5. It's just his goals to chances ratios needs to be upped a bit, and he's to stay on side as well.
Aye. Thanks for that, and thanks for your call again, Mark. You enjoy the game. We'll wrap up now, guys.
Cheers,
James,
lads. Cheers, lads.
Aye, brilliant. Cheers, mate. James, your final thoughts, pal, before we finish?
I would say 3-1 for Rangers. Dessers, Silva, and Sterling. We'll get a goal because they'll be up for it a wee bit. I think it'll be a more tighter game, but I'll go for 3-1.
That'll do me. And Albert, what's your final thoughts, pal?
Start fast. Get them back on the back foot. Go early, we can do it. But keep focused. And onward and upward for Rangers. 2-0 for me.
Yeah, magic. That would do me. Anyway, that's us just about finishing up now. Thanks again to James for Tennessee for his call, and Dalmarnock for coming in there. Albert for assisting me ably. Me for standing in for Oxford. The techie boys in the background and everybody that's listening in. Enjoy the game, people. Hopefully we're speaking about a resounding Rangers victory as we move on to the semi-final of the Scottish Cup. We'll see you probably about quarter an hour after the final whistle, and hope to hear your thoughts. Thanks, everybody.